Hi all. I've been playing around with um, Grid Autosports, and I've worked out how to get the camera mode working, and I've updated the sound a bit with the text files, as I can't do the ADL ADL files or the BNK files. So I played around with the text files. I played around with the camera effects and worked out how to get the cockpit. I've installed the high-res mod, car mod, and I've installed the high-res texture, internal texture. But I've just been playing around with the internal. Oh, pardon me. App texture. Now you got free mode camera, and I've updated the trans and gearbox and exhaust. I've enabled wear and tear on the car, so your car parts sort of wear and tear, like your gearbox and your trans, your engine wears as well. Damage model, when you hit a wall and stuff, your damage is like twice to 3 times as worse. I still haven't fixed up the smoke. I want to do that. Camera modes, you can rotate around the camera a bit, the car a bit more. There's so many settings to play with the the camera settings. I've still got lots of work out on that. I've still got 70 cars to do yet. So this is my B8 supercar one. You'll notice I can actually got a cockpit. I can't move the camera much more in 85 faux because there's no cockpit after that. There's actually no car after that. But have a listen and see if you like. And once I finish the rest of the cars, I'll do a mod on the net. So now there's a lot higher idling sound. The idling sound was -8, so you wouldn't have got an engine sound. Bit jiggy on the video, I don't know why. I turned the crowd off because I hate the crowd. Still got them stupid things. Have a look. I noticed on the Commodore, the car's stretched out, like the camera mode. If you want the rear mirror to work, you have to go to the documents and enable rear mirror. So now you can look to your right, so you can see out the car. You can look to your left. You can look up. And if you look back, it goes to the back of that car. You can hear the engine tapping. So I fixed up the rear camera so it's a bit more further out. And a bit further again. But I've enabled it so that when I accelerate, the car zooms off to the map. And then when you brake, the car comes back. It's a bit annoying. So now you can zoom, look around the car. I did the transaction a bit slower. so the sound's sort of on your left hand side a bit more. If you play around with the camera settings, you can make which side the sound of the exhaust comes from. I changed it back, but before, when I'd done it, you had the exhaust on the left, so when you're in the car you can hear the exhaust. I played around with the settings. I put free look around so you can look around the car. I still haven't worked out how to get it to rotate around the car yet. I did do it on one car, the Zonda, but when in reverse, the camera sort of rotated around the car. That was a bit weird. Oh, itchy ear. Oh, sorry. Oh, why do you have to itchy ear when you got headphones on? Alright, I took minimum and maximum blur off the camera, so everything's a bit clearer, everything's a bit brighter. Detail of the car's a lot more detail in the car. As you look around the map, it's a lot clearer. There's no blurriness when you're sitting still when you're driving. I've worked out how to get the blur as you go faster, but the problem is the blurs the windscreen, so you basically can't see anything. So I still got to fiddle around how to get the blur to work on the outside of the car, on the side windows, but not actually on the front windscreen, because I tried all different settings and all it does is blur the windscreen the faster you go, and you can't see till you stop the car, and when you stop the car the blurriness is gone. So I tried to fiddle with that, but it didn't work. I still haven't worked out how to get the cockpit to be wider. The car looks skinny, so have a look again. I'll move the bonnet back a bit more. You can't get the bonnet any further, because if I move it another 10 centimetres, there's no bonnet. You can see in the engine bay. It's a bit stupid. So they're only sort of rendered half of the bonnet, not actually the full bonnet. So I moved the camera back on this one so you can sort of see the top of the dash. Your camera mode still, see it's blurry out the window, and it's not blurry out there. So I didn't change the blur on this one. I tried something else, but it didn't work. You can see it's really blurry. And then when you go to the next view, the camera's not blurry, so I can't work that one out. So car's a lot louder. Now you can see the steering wheel, and you can see shift. I took the blur off the arms, so basically that's the limit of the arm could go. If you go any further, he's got no arm. So I still haven't worked on the mirrors yet, so I've got to fix them up. So trans is a lot louder. I can't get the car bass any lower. I got well, I'll show you in a minute the effect I've stuck on it, but it's annoying. Watch this. The car gets away from you. When you slow down, the car comes back. A bit strange. I don't know why I did that setting for. See? When you slow down, the car comes back. See? So that's an extended long view. So when you change the gears now, it's got the sound back in. So as you drop gear, it changes sound. It's a bit blurrier when you're on stretch mode. Makes the map blurry. I don't know. And bloody helicopter. It's the only thing I can't disable at the moment. You get gearbox sound. So when I've got that camera mode, it plays up. It's really annoying. See? Because they've made the car zooming out, in and out as you drive, they've made the camera go all weird. See? And that's the texture of the car. Watch this. That's the maximum you can make the texture, because let's stop the windscreen. I can't make the texture any further back, so. Have you ever watched the in-car view on YouTube of the Commodore? The trains in the gearbox is really nice, but I'm trying to do that, but I can't change the sounds, so. Trying to get trains wine. I can get intake valve or supercharger. I don't know if Commodores have superchargers, did they? So you know when you're actually changing gear now. Only on downshift basically, not upshift. So, trying to get the sound to go from deep to high, but I did something with the sound setting that now I don't get the exhaust rumble. I used to have really good exhaust rumble, but I changed the setting and it disabled it. So I start off in top gear. The road's not long enough. So, there you go, internal view. So I'll do a bit of replay. If you play the replay, you'll get a different sound. Actually, I'll do a bit of demolition and I changed the damage model of it so that when you damage your car, you get a different type of sounds. You get gearbox and you get trans sound and shit. The engine will totally change tone and sound when you rip the exhaust pipe off. Go too fast, I'm gonna kill it. Take a while to kill it, but there's a lot of little other effects of this. You can smash the shit out of the car, but try the roller cars. I do not like it. Trying to rid that exhaust off, but it's on the other side. You go too fast and you pull it. Pull it. Hey look, that's 300k an hour and it still didn't kill it. Come on. Play door. close the door. Very hard trying to kill this car today. It normally just dies, but single player mode won't kill the car. We're playing race mode, that's it, fuck. There you go, look, 200k an hour and I still can't kill this bloody car. Can't kill it. Oh, tough roll cage. Doors open. Oh, penalised. Oh, door's shut again. So cockpit mode and your bonnet's fucked, you can't see. I still can't kill the car. Unbelievable. I think I've lost my roof. I've lost my windscreen actually. Yeah. Not much left of the boot. So there you go. Trying to single player mode is not MASH, is not I just can't smash it in single player mode. Play race mode and the car's completely stuffed. Just fast forwarding it. I gotta find a way to fast forward is like 2 or 3 times it. Come on. It's only trouble with this stupid game. Camera mode's so slow. get other effects, I don't know what they are. See on the car's really more detail now, since I took that blur off. Interior is still dark. I tried to fix the brightness up, but all I've done is made the windscreen brighter. Idling is a lot louder. It's cool. I did reflections in the maps updates, so the car's got a bit more reflection around the map. So if you can see the car now, it's a lot more detail on the car. Well, there's no blur at all. The track's a lot clearer, not as blurry, the road's a bit better. I wish I could make the engine a bit deeper sound. So if anyone knows how to do the BLDs or the Bing files, I tried so many different settings trying to get the engine sound deeper, more like a V8, but I can get it the best I can do. Like, I tried changing the equalizer settings to a lower dB, like frequency, but it still doesn't lower the sound. I tried to add the BNK files in Auto City and do them as wave and then rename them back to BNK, and that didn't work. It worked on the Commodore, and then I tried it on another car and it just didn't work at all. So I had no engine sound, so I had to put the BNK file back to get the engine sound back. But the BNK file, all it did was the backfiring on the car. It didn't actually do anything for the engine sound, but you add one file and you get a different file and it blocks something else. That's annoying. There's a lot more detail in the car. If you look around the camera, you'll get a lot more detail out of the car. Chrome's a bit better. If you look at the car close up, you get really nice detail. If you look at the car detail, it's got to be one of the best out there nowadays. Because someone's done a high res mod, then the Cockpit mod. When he did the Cockpit mod, he didn't do the steering wheel like that. Like, I can see the steering wheel, I can see his hands, I can see the gear shift. So I put the Cockpit mod in, and all it done is made the cockpit look a bit better, but he still didn't move the camera back. I don't know. Point of the mod is it really hasn't done much. All he's done is change the textures to a higher detail. I think that's the best he's done, and it looks a lot better than a lot of cars. I don't know how many cars he's actually done in the file, like the mod, but I suppose he's working on it still, I hope. Once I put the camera mod back on, he can play around with the textures inside the car then, so you'll get more detail. So basically that's what's inside the Commodore. There's no actually head, there's no feet. If you look down, you can't look down because the when you push down on the camera to look down, it looks out the back of the car. But you can look up, left and right. So now you can look to your left, but the mirrors are a bit shit still, so I've still got to work on them. I think the mirrors have to be reflection settings, how much the mirrors reflect. So if I can work out what that top rear mirror settings is, I can apply that to the mirrors. So I can work out how the rear camera at the top, when you're doing your document settings, if I can work out how to do the same reflection of that onto the car mirrors, it'll be heaps better. So that's me mod so far. But I'm going to change the Commodore back so it doesn't zoom right out when you accelerate. So any questions, and when I'll be able to upload the mod, I might put it on one of the racing forums. Just upload one file at a time, and you can try them out and then give me feedback which do you want changed in the camera settings or sound settings or something like that. So hope you enjoy, and you finally got cockpit mode after what, 5 or 6 years. Well, I've been playing the game for years, and I didn't realise that changing the camera mode was so freaking easy. I thought it was really complicated, but I just went and changed the numbers and voila, done it. I don't know why anybody else hasn't done it. It's a bit strange. Alright, so you just don't copy a camera file from one car to another car, because the camera file actually does the aerodynamics of the wheels to the body. I tried that. I thought I'd just copy all the one car over to every other car, but the camera, all different effects, like different. So it doesn't work that way. You have to manually do each one. So I did a few other cars. I did the Zonda. I did the Camaro. That come up really nice, but the Camaro, and that's got shitty dials. I just don't know why Codemasters got so fucking lazy and didn't do a high-res interior. They did on 1, didn't they? On 2, I think. But 3, they got lazy and didn't want to do it. Is it funding? Money-wise? Don't know. So that's it. Thanks for watching. A la vista.